What's cooking, Silverback Nation? Friday, December 8th, and you are in the jungle with Patrick and Rico. Well, our winning streak finally came to a halt last night. We were 1-3 for the season now. 72 wins, 51 losses, 59% hit rate, and we're up 10.67 units. Salud. We're going to have a great night tonight. Back a long time ago, when records first began to be kept, there was a small village in China. And the village had great soil, great for farming. Everyone did very well. It was a very, I don't want to say rich town, but everyone did well for themselves. The majority of people farmed, and everyone was merry. Now, one farming season, there were storms, more than usual, and the people began to panic. And what they would do was they'd get together. A storm would come, and it'd be very hard to plant and harvest their crops. And they would get together, complain, curse the weather, curse the storms, curse the season. Why is this happening? And they would do different things. They would veer off from their strategy. They would plant if there was a day where it was stormy in one area. Even though they would plant their seeds and their crops in that area, they would go away from there because that's where the storm was. That's where they can't do it. And they plant more seeds in different spots. And then if there was a spot where it wasn't raining, where it wasn't storming, they put all their seeds over there. And it was this, tick, 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 tick. And they would put their seeds in all different spots and really break away from what their farming system was, except for one farmer. There was one farmer in town. And no matter the storm, he would stay with his program. He'd plant his seeds in the same spot. He knew what worked for him, and he knew what made his family money. And he would plant his seeds the same way and plant his crops, and all of his farming would be done the same way. Now, there could be storms in that area, in that one spot, 5-6 days in a row, and his effort would be for naught. But in those days, he'd work on his craft. He'd work on his farming. He'd become the best farmer that he could. Well, as the season went on, all the other farmers in town, seeds over here, crops over there, nothing seemed to grow into accumulation where it can make money. Except our one farmer, our farmer. At the end of the season, when it was time to harvest, his effort, his system, everything he stayed with, even though 5, 6, 7 days in a row, other farmers' crops would grow a little bit, and his wouldn't. Staying with his system, with his farming, what he knew, and working on his craft. Over the entire farming season, he became the most profitable farmer in town. Let's work. We've got 5 picks today that we love, and they all follow the same theme, nation. Today, Friday, December 8th, in the year of our Lord, this is a great day to back the stars. And why is that? Because every star on the slate didn't play yesterday. They're not playing tomorrow because it's the NBA in-season tournament finals, and no one's playing Sunday. So everybody's coming in rested. Everybody's got rest coming up. No games till Monday or Tuesday for these teams. Everyone's going to see a ton of minutes. Let's work. Pick number 1. We're not going to short this line. This is the only one we're not going to short today. He's going to play it. His normal line is Jason Tatum over 27.5 points against the Knicks, averaging 26.8 his last 10. 2 games so far against the Knicks this season. He does very well. Played 39 minutes in both games. That's his MO, 34 and 35 points. Take Tatum over 27.5. Pick number 2. We have Joel Embiid of the Sixers, 30-plus points. Over this in 9 of his last 10 games. Playing the Atlanta Hawks. No Trae Young. If it gets the blowout status, it's only because Embiid has gotten it there. Over-under set at 234.5. Nobody can guard him. Expect Embiid to take 25 shots today, 30-plus points. Pick number 3, we go to my favorite game on the slate, and we're taking 2 players in this game. It's the Thunder and the Warriors. We're taking Steph Curry, alternate line, over 26.5 points, averaging 28.4 his last 10 games, and over this in 6 of his last 10. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, alternate line, over 28.5 points, averaging 30.6 in SGA's last 10 games, over this in 7 of his last 10, and he hit Golden State for 40 last time they played. That's 4. We got one more. It's PG-13, Paul George of the Clippers, my favorite pick of the day, 20-plus points, averaging 22.4 points a game in his last 10 and over this, and 9 of his last 10. Take Paul George to score 20+. Have a great day, Silverback Nation. Let me know in the comments below what you like, what you don't, what you're going to tail, what you're going to fade, and I will see you tomorrow for the in-season tournament finals with a little more money in your pocket.